They shot by 7 people? Is the air conditioner on? It cut off. There's 7 people got shot at a Halloween party. They say calling it the purge. And people started, but the reason they put those movies out, they know what's gonna get in the minds of these people. They need people to think like that and do stupid stuff. And people just keep getting more and more wickeder. That's the sad part. You probably turn on just a little bit. It's just to the fact now where people just getting worse and worse. And at one time, you would try to give people the benefit of the doubt that, as they would say, everybody's not bad. It's just not enough good people. And that's the whole thing we find today, that people just more and more wicked. People keep doing more and more wicked things. They sending these bombs in the mail. I told y'all I'm going to get copycat. I already know what's going to happen. And eventually, you know what happened now? They're going to start getting something to the Republican side. These people they just bad-minded. People don't think about other people's safety and welfare. Isn't that right? Look how quick they move for the Jewish people. That man first court appearance is for the death penalty. You can kill the police, they won't say death penalty. They won't say that on the news that fast. Most people don't even know that murder is a state offense. That's not a federal. Murder is not a federal offense. That's actually a state charge. There's no reason for the feds to get involved with a murder charge. But that lets you know the pull these people got. Your first court appearance, right now, he was only supposed to be brought there to be arraigned. They shouldn't be talking about no charges. The only thing he's supposed to be going to court for now is to see about a bond and to arraign him. But when you want to do, the first thing come up, murder on the deck. As soon as you pop up, they already talking about murder you. But that's the system in the world we live in. If our people had stood together, got more stability, had a better mind, and organized, like I told you, you had that kind of power too. When people kill you, look at Dalen Root. They ain't have all that. Dalen Root got Burger King. I wonder if they stopped to drop that white man by Burger King. I wonder if he told me he wanted Burger King and took it. I move it down, so it's Jahid's fault. Isn't that right? I know people don't like people when they talk about their pastor, but I swing at them anyway. That don't bother me about people and their members. Isn't that right? About their pastor. How many of y'all don't like nobody talk about y'all pastor? Good. Jahid, they don't like me talking about you, but I say it anyhow. Right. But no, that's just, it's just amazing how, they start showing everybody. I mean, look how quick the victim pictures came out. They started showing them they're free. They said, we want you to know the person. You know what one of the representatives came out and said? They said, don't include them with Columbine or none of that. They said they're totally separate. Do not put them in the same conversation with Columbine or any of these other places. They're like, this is a special place and special people. And they don't even want you to come. They don't want you to even put them in the mind of no Columbine. They want you to know every individual, 97-year-old, 78-year-old, 80-some-year-old, 56-year-old. These people just, all they keep doing, flashing their picture with their age. And all they put on now, beautiful people. Just wonderful people for you to know. And I mean to everybody, when they lose somebody special to them. But at the same time, what about the people that got shot up in South Carolina? Why they want, I think they just kind of getting around not long ago saying they're going to make this, try to seek the death penalty on Dalen Road. They didn't set out the rip when they locked them up. See how quick they move for these people. And I try to tell you how to say this. I'm not mad with them. I'm disappointed with us because we don't know how to make people understand the value of our lives. You need people. I think they already told these people they don't have police just patrol the neighborhood from now. They're going to make sure this don't happen again. Now, nobody doing that for that. That church in South Carolina, I guarantee you can still walk out right now and shoot anybody you want. Same church. I guarantee you had a U.S. senator got killed in it. I guarantee you can walk in that church and you can kill everybody and there ain't no security. If they don't have none, you walk in and kill every one of them. You won't be walking back in that church. They're going to have slider card, frisk down, everything you're going to have to have. You're going to have a pot of matzo ball. You got to have if you ain't got nothing on the side hanging down here, you're done. I'll tell you, you're done. You won't be going back in there. If you're black, you'll be coming to back door and you'll be pushing a broom. But you can't get mad. I'm not mad at them. I'm only just disappointed with our people. Because when you sit around, they just show you when you control and you own things and you connect the people, you get things done. When you don't own nothing and you just a slave and you just a purchaser and you're not a manufacturer of anything, when you don't have a voice, you wait for a voice to speak to tell you what to do, then your life just doesn't matter. He could have killed one of them, they'd have got the same protection. That's just being honest. But you know what I'm telling you? Y'all young people now, it's a lot of stuff. we're in a better position than when we're back during what they call the civil rights era. A lot of things that our people, older people now, at the time wouldn't have been considered elderly. Those people took a stand and went out against a lot of odds and against a system they didn't understand. Today we're a lot more educated people with a lot more resources available to us to be better informed on how to attack issues. All they knew was walk around with a sign and sing and pray. That's all people knew. You show up, you sing, you pray. We didn't know about how, that's not everybody, but people in crowds didn't understand judicial system. They didn't understand how you go around and how you establish and how you do. White people weren't giving our people the opportunity to own businesses to the magnitude that we do now. I mean, it's not now. Can you imagine now you black, you can just sit at home, a whim of your fingers on a computer, you can email, and you can wind up down low and you get corporation papers. You can sit here on a computer and get an EIN number. You can practically sit down on a computer and open a bank account. It's just so many things at our fingertips now, and our knowledge has increased so much, but we're the dumbest generation you've ever seen as far as organizing. I tell you this every week, organizing, strategizing, establishing yourself so you can have a voice where people will respect you. Nobody respect broke people. Homeless man walking the street, you know what they do? Bob, get the F out the way, you blinking homeless. Because, I mean, what's the threat? What's going to happen? He going to call the police, don't own a cell phone? What he going to do? Report me to my employer? You don't have anything. That's why police, it ain't all of them, that's why they can get you and gun you down. At best, what can you do? At best, what can your family do? 9 times out of 10, your family in worse shape than you. If you somebody with money, you're probably the only one in your family with it. How many of us have several large group of people in our family with money? How many of us? See? No, let's see the odds. Some of us will have 1 or 2, maybe 5. You know what I'm saying? But when it's somebody white, my uncle's a doctor, my aunt's an attorney, my other aunt is a judge, or uncle a judge, such and such might own this, such and such might run this corporation, such and such this over here has. They connect the people so they got a voice. I mean, I talk about the white system because the white system has did a lot of damage to us. But what you have to do is to create your own system. That's what you got to do. We don't like something, you create your own. Okay, I go to McDonald's. McDonald's pisses me off. Makes me highly upset. I don't go back to McDonald's. You know what I do? I start making my own burgers. I just want to go back. I make my own burgers. How many of y'all know that system? If you go to a restaurant, you don't like something, but you like that type of food, you just get it from somewhere else or you do it yourself. Anybody understand that system? Okay. The system you in, you don't like it. So why do you keep going back to it? So you tell me that's all the sense we got? I got the sense of not to go back to a restaurant that disrespect me, that treats me any kind of way, and I'll create my own, or I'll make it myself, or I'll find one that suits or fit me. But I ain't got that kind of sense when it comes out of this system. That's scary. That's scary that I do that for my stomach. We should respect ourselves better if we went back to the restaurant. This system that we honor has done more damage to us than ever been done before. And it's still doing the damage to us. And we still play to the same system. You still look for them to loan you, to give you, to sign off on, to allow you. Those Jewish people over there, let me tell you something. Them people hit the ground. Listen, everything was immediate at their fingertips. While they were talking, things were already happening, unfolding. While they were sitting there talking, interviewing, listen, they brought a new, they said, we're just getting word in. The governor said he on his way down. Done. The mayor said, listen, anything you need. Did we hear that in South Carolina? The governor, we're talking about a U.S. sitting senator was murdered, and the governor couldn't show up. The mayor went on the way. Why we didn't get a call from Africa? You know what they did over in Israel? They put a big giant sign out with their flag and with the American flag, almost in parental on their flag, telling them, we are with you. You know the Pittsburgh Steelers did? They did a moment of silence before they came out. Y'all mean them 3 little diamonds they got out there? One of them they made it the Jewish star. Do y'all know Pittsburgh just told them? Y'all do know that their new symbol, they finna change their symbol on their helmet now. They finna be a Jewish star. That quick? You didn't meet with nobody. The league didn't call you down. And you finna put a Jewish star on your helmet and on your uniform. They said they're gonna do it. They said it's an honor. It's an honor to them. Where's our star for what happened in South Carolina? What did the Panthers do? Carolina Panthers. See, we don't know when we've been insulted. But then you got to consider. And I tell y'all this, I talk to y'all after service. Y'all get more talking to it a little bit. You don't own that. I tell y'all have some comment. Listen, I talk about a whole lot of different stuff. Tell you what I like talking about too, other than you. I like talking about getting that money. I like talking about getting that money. I like getting that money. I ain't gonna lie to you, I like getting money. Money gets you respect. People respect you when you got money. Nobody respects nobody broke. What these white people gonna do to you and what they've been doing to our people for years is hurling us in like animals to voting booths during this time of year. As soon as they get them position, they don't come back. They'll run to a black church this week, Sunday, try to get them. Oh my God. I kind of feel like I feel at home here. You know what? I gotta go, but this won't be the last time y'all will see me. You'll never see that crowd again. Not back at that church. Not unless y'all gonna kill Coretta Scott King again or something. Nobody respects you. And I try to tell y'all about that when you have conversations, you deal with people. You have to start challenging people you deal with on if it's something that you feel like that affects you and people that look like you. Why is it doesn't affect other people that look like you? Why you let people get away with these conversations? You know your situation, and their situation is similar. Why aren't we trying to do something about it? When white people, listen, that man who shot up the Jewish synagogue, murderer, terrorist, everything you want to call him, I concur. Did y'all hear his cause? Nobody heard his cause? Kill all the Jews? No. He said he was taking things from white people. White people were losing things. They're taking from white people. He was a white man that seen a cause. He saw his people losing stuff. He saw his people being affected. And he took on himself a cause alone by himself to take it down. He ain't by himself. I guarantee he got a GoFundMe page. Somebody start looking up at GoFundMe page. If he ain't got one, he gonna get one. Because there gonna be some other people that feel the same way he feels. He'll go down in somebody's book as a great patriot, as a hero. Y'all know that? Oh, they'll do it now. They'll do it. Make no mistake. They'll do it. He took a chance and went at some people with some money, and he don't have to pay. These people have managed to come into a country that's predominantly ran by whites. They've taken on an identity, and they make the people that own the country respect them. You were here before a white face ever came, and nobody respects you. You ought to look at yourself in the conversation you have. You ought to look at how other people view you. Can you understand that? That these people have come here in a country that is predominantly ran white. Matter of fact, these white people were in everybody else's country, but they bow down to them. Huh? White people gonna throw their own white man under the bus who went in this place now on the behalf of white people. Y'all do understand that? And white people gonna throw him under the bus. Now, when they had a white man at a Trump rally, when a black man walking up the steps, and he decided to throw some comments back at President Trump, who I think was candidate Trump at that time. And one of the white guys stepped out and laid that joke out. Y'all remember that? Oh, y'all remember that? Oh, he was walking up the steps. He didn't curse him. He didn't tell him to go nowhere. He was just saying something against what Trump said. An old white man stepped from his saying, yow! Who they grabbed? The black man. Listen, grabbed him, held him down, and you know what Trump told him? And I'll pay his bail. Trump said, any of them that do it, he said, I'll pay their bail. And he told them he would bail them out. He said, any of them that come around to do that, he said, I'll pay for it. That white man got his bill paid, and you know what the nigga did? Done for me. You the white man knocked him out. He went to court. The nigga ran and hugged him. When I'd have grabbed that white man and hugged him, I'd have took a chunk of his face off. I'd have chewed all this up. You'd have been seeing all his teeth and denture or bad mouth on that side. That'd have been the only reason I'd have hugged him. You just stepped out of nowhere and assaulted me? I had said nothing to you. This don't even involve you. But he took a call. He looked at this, a white man called. And white people stood and they supported him and said he should have did it. Now, I'm just showing you the difference of when you are people that have money. White people don't like Jews. Don't think they like them. But Jews have set themselves up to make money. They realize a universal language that people understand. Listen, white people don't like Saudis. Those are sand niggas. You got to respect them because them sand niggas got money. You won't call them sand nigga to their face now. You won't tell no Saudi they no sand nigga, and you won't be standing and you won't own no feet. You won't tell not one Saudi he a sand nigga. Am I correct? You won't have no feet. You ain't going to have no arms and you ain't going to have no neck. But that's what happens when you get prestige, when you learn how to get power. You got to get what people respect. Y'all young people, don't do like a lot of these people. They don't care about it. They don't think about it. Keep borrowing and keep begging. Nobody respects a beggar. Nobody respects you. You have to be set in a position for people to respect you. Y'all all right? I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. I tell y'all this all the time, every week, don't I? Y'all don't think I'm tired? Y'all don't think I'm tired of telling people, what is your present day situation? What do you have? Where's your rescue at? What's your plan of attack? If poverty is killing you, if degradation is killing you, if sickness is killing you, what's your plan of attack? To lay there and still lie victim? Or will you get up and fight and make a change? I don't know what to tell you. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. Must be nice. Must be nice. Don't have to worry about nothing but just being broke and begging, hoping somebody give you something. I ain't looking for nobody to give me nothing. I just been with you. Ain't nobody owe me nothing at this point. I just ain't counting on people to do nothing. People gonna do what they do. People grind me. It's up to me to make my own way if I'm gonna do it. Just don't count on people to do nothing for you. But when you got people that's like-minded and that say, we believe the word of Elohim, why when we establish ourselves, well, we can get that type of respect. You telling me a congregation of 14 people can get more respect than a church that was historical? That set inside, this church was a historical black church in South Carolina. This wasn't no fly-by-night church with a U.S. senator. A decision maker sitting here. But that just show you, when you a nigga, you ain't nothing. You ain't nothing. Some of the people he killed had jobs. But see, they weren't in ownership position. See, you know what hurt them? The people that look like them didn't make no cry about it. They make no big fuss. You weren't insulted that Dalen Roof was hungry and they took him to Burger King to get something to eat. You weren't insulted that somebody had to take his handcuffs from behind him and put him in front of him for him to be able to eat that food. You understand some provisions had to be made. You can't eat no Burger King with your hands behind your back. You just shot up and murdered 8 to 11 people in a church, gunned them down, and you said they were on the ground, and you couldn't believe they wouldn't run. And you gunned them down, and as soon as the police caught you, you said, listen, I'm hungry. And some police officer called in. Y'all understand what happened? You can't make this call on your own. You called, am I wrong, Kevin? Am I far-fetched on what I'm saying? That officer would have had to talk to someone. I have the man in custody who just killed a U.S. senator and 8 to 10 more other people. And he just said he hungry. Somebody had to radio back with some position and talk to somebody and said, listen, get him something to eat. The murder victims, the other lady living, the people connected to them, sitting here wondering, my God, what happened?
How did this happen? Why did this happen? Where's this person at? This person in custody. And you look at the news and find out when he was arrested, he was taken to Burger King because he was hungry. You killed my mama, my aunt, my uncle, my cousin, my sister, my brother, my child. And I got to watch the news to find out they took you to Burger King to feed you? You should have ate before you killed them. They weren't worried about the backlash. You know, the officer that made that call ain't hard to find in, because once you catch the one that stopped, you need to find out who is his sergeant. You need to pull him. You need to find out who did his sergeant talk to. You know what should happen at that point? Termination. Number terminate. Listen, and guess what? I don't want to fire you. I got so much pressure on me right now, I got to get rid of you. What did that say about you and your voice? The fact you ain't heard none about these people being terminated. The fact the news didn't do a special on a killer taking the Burger King. Filmed at 2, 5, 11, and news at 10 on 46. What did this say to you? See that? You don't even know you've been insulted. Go find out if that guy who shot up that synagogue, see if he was hung and where they took him. First court appearance is capital murder. How do you go? You can't try me for no. We can't have this conversation. First of all, I got to plead. You got to take me to an arraignment. How did you come right off the rip with murder? The feds don't have that kind of power. That's a state charge. But guess what happened? They said they got a trick for him. Because he said he hated Jews, they could get you on a hate crime. I wonder did Taylor Rowe hate black people? I wonder if it now, Kerry, we don't know that. All we can do is speculate, like the man at Kroger's who shot the 2 black people. That her deer and shoulder them had seen down here in Kanye. Who said, I love Jesus, kill nigga. I love Jesus, kill nigga. I seen that text, I said, drugs. We need more hugs than not drugs. They had a real conversation. Like they might have seen this guy. I said, you do know that this happened in Kentucky. Just for the record. And shoulder jumped to them. I remember I said, this is way out here. All I did was screenshot and send out to some other people. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions? But we love y'all though. We need people like y'all. So I just say that because how many of y'all listen to what I just said just kind of make you look at that different? And the only reason something like that could happen is because you don't know how to make people respect you. You learn what white people respect, you get it, so they'll respect you. They ain't got to like you. When you put yourself in position, you ain't going to tell me into my face, though, because of what I can do. That's how you got to set yourself. Listen, how many of y'all don't like your boss at your job? How many of y'all going to walk up and tell y'all boss their face you don't like them? Hey, one of them. Tell them the rest of y'all, some of y'all other ones, tell me why y'all ain't going to tell them. You see how that works? Why you think they won't sit there and they won't come out and sit against them Jews? It's a lot of white police officers that came that crime scene. They ain't give a flying flip about them dead. But you know what they ain't going to do? Mess their job up. Them folks can do their job. I don't like them either, but I got to do my job. And you definitely don't open your mouth against them. That's bad when 14 people got more of a voice than you got. You're a nation in yourself. That's all I just want y'all to think about. I'm going to get ready to get out of the way so we can go to Shafar and then get ready to go down and pull out. I'm tired. What am I going to tell y'all new? What am I going to tell you? Y'all don't care. It ain't just y'all. Our people, we don't care. The fact that every news they keep showing it and parading these dead people's face, they didn't show them. I still ain't seen everybody face got shot in South Carolina. They never told us on the news. No, we want you to know the individual. Man, they made a Christmas card to show they been without their best look and freeze the frame so you can read about them. They said, we want you. They said, listen, because we're here, that makes this special. They said, that's a blessing. The news said, you heard that? They said them being here is a blessing. It was like, wow. The news told us that we will make sure that they don't confuse y'all with Columbine. That lady made clear. She said, listen, don't mix us with no Columbine. We're not them. She told any of them other kids that done happen, they want to be known separately. They said, do not box us in there. And the news told them, said, we will be sure to make sure we do that. What? What's the difference? It was a shoe. A shoe is a shoe. I'm saying, like, come on. But why? They just let you know that's how they want to be acknowledged. They have that type of control. You have none. You just got to go where they put you. They put your stuff in the funny papers. You don't have no control because you don't own nothing. You ain't over nothing. All right, I'm good. All right, I'm through with that. I'm through with that. This ain't going to challenge something. Somebody, I'm going to do like Tupac said. I'll spark the next generation. I won't get none of y'all to do nothing. But there's a generation of people that listen to me. I'll spark them. I guarantee you. It'll be a nation that'll raise up. They won't be passive like this nation. Watch that. It'll be a generation that'll raise up after us. They won't be passive. They won't sit down and just be submissive. They'll demand their respect. They'll demand their right to rule and not be subject to everything people give them. Y'all all right? All right. Let's go. Whoa, whoa. Madam, did that come out the front or the back? That's all I want to have. All right, hold on. Yeah, thank you. That's fine. Malcolm, you've done so great so many times. Ain't no way in the world that one time can strike against you. But we will remember that one. All those that are able. Most High Yahuwah Elohim, through Yahushua HaMashiach, we call upon your Kudash Hashem. We ask you for your Rakam, which is your mercies, to be upon us. We ask you that we might be Zakar, that we might be reminded, that we might seek to know, that we might believe with a pure love. We ask you to give us the earnest expectation of the creature, which is to be with you, which is far better. We ask you to lead us back into the way everlasting. We ask you to search us and try us to see if there be any wicked ways. Cast it from us and lead us in the way everlasting. Let it bar of our mouth, let the meditation of our law be acceptable in the sight. We ask that you purify us with your Ruach HaKadosh, as you have Shabbat to Abraham, Yaksakah, Yaakov, the Yahudim, Yasharal, and always Zakar, the way of Yah. Looking for a hasten wherewith you come back to receive those that have patiently waited for you. Ask you to stir up our pure minds, stir up our loves, stir us up by your debar that we might seek your redemption power. We ask you to make us the true B'ni of Elohim. We ask you to remember those that are watching in, those that are dispersed and scattered, those that are going through and seeking and suffering, those on the edge of despair, midst of doubt, those that have gone astray, those taken from us, be recome unto them. Asking you to barak this congregation and walk in newness of life. Ask you to barak us to become unified, that we might cause you to be glorified, that others might see and acknowledge and come together as one man. We ask that our palau, that our sharim, that our servitude before you be not in vain. Remember those that are sick and afflicted among us, that are separated tonight. Remember those we commit to you in palau that are going through. Be recome unto them. And as we prepare to move further in this service, we palau that you take full control. That you get the halal, you get the kabul, and you get the kabal. In the Hashem of Yahushua HaMashiach, we palau. Let us all say, Amen. Woo! I don't know. What I'm going to tell y'all.
What am I going to get us to? What am I going to get us to understand? Huh? Let me look at something. I'm trying to. Oh, thank you, sir. Okay, be mindful. It's a short night tonight, so I got some other stuff out. Romans chapter 15, verse 4. Yasha, Yahoo, chapter 20, 28. Let's see. Try not to be before y'all long. This is Romans chapter 15, verse 4. Other got me Yahoo 28 and 7. Other one, see if that's the book of Abarim. That's how that work out. This is the book of Romans chapter 15, verse 4. Like you got me, Yahoo chapter 28, verse 7. Listen to the book.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning,
For what reason?
that we, through patience and comfort of the Scriptures, might have hope.
At the book of Yahoo chapter 28, verse 7. Another one got me the book of Abarim chapter 5, about verse 9. Verse 11 might be what I want, but we'll read it down. Listen to the book.
But they also have erred through wine, and through strong drink are out of the way.
Who are we talking about?
The Kohan and the Nabi have erred through strong drink.
Mm-hmm.
They are swallowed up of wine.
Well,
they are out of the way through strong drink.
What happened?
They err in chazun. They stumble in judgment.
And that's amazing. I think Chris said he used to come from one of the movements where the preacher used to sit in there and drink when he teach them. A lot of people don't look at that. It's going to cause a problem. A lot of stuff that people do and we've done in the past. My whole goal for the way of y'all synagogue is for assembly, hard. I just make sure we get this thing right. But I don't want to do it be one of the groups written in this book that have just gone away to establish their own way. I don't want that. I want to make sure we got this thing right. But I know what it takes, in a sense, for us to do what it takes for us to get where we got to go. And it's one of the things for us to really grasp salvation, or understand the concept. You got to understand it from the natural first. You understand that? You do. You do. You have to understand that from the natural first. And I think that's what hurt us. Because we've been a people that have been abad, servants, slaves, so long, it's hard to really see salvation. I can really see where being a Christian was really detrimental. Because Christians teach you how to operate as a slave. But they don't teach you how to be an abad for Yahuwah. It don't. It teaches you how to be a slave for the world. It does. It allows you to become very accepted to a lot of things that just say this crazy. It just kind of really just puts a bad shot on salvation. It does. I mean, salvation and slave just kind of roll together. Salvation is exactly what it's delivered. Isn't that right? Not to be enslaved again. Y'all got it? He even told you no man that warred the warfare. You know what he do? What he do? You know what happened with Shamshun? She started tingling stuff in his hair. See, he was war. He wouldn't got himself tied up with that stuff. You see what happened? When you start getting tangled up with stuff, eventually these folks will catch you up. There's just a lot of stuff you just can't get yourself. Because you realize this is a trap. This is how these people going to wind up getting me. A lot of stuff we just got to get our mind. We got to just change our mindset about stuff. Y'all know we do. We got to change our mindset. Everything we go back and we come back to look. They said, whatsoever things are written for a time, written for our learning, we through patience come to the scripture might have hope. It's just things that we've read about. It doesn't just only just come to give you a condemnation, but it come and give you a demonstration of what not to do, or what you would kind of set for yourself to not allow situations like that to happen. And I don't know, for whatever reason, we just don't. We just kind of, the fact that the majority of us are poor, where is this going? Nowhere. Exactly, nowhere. Just being honest. It's just being honest. A bunch of poor people can't do anything. Whole purpose of him coming was to the who? To the poor. To lead them poor. If you come to poor people, what do poor people want?
They're right. They want to be out of poverty. Blessed are those that hunger, as they would say. Blessed, Barak those that hunger. For what reason? So they can still be hungry. So I can tell them, although you hungry, be hungry in peace. It's not helping me. It's not helping me. When Yahushua seen the multitude, you ain't gonna believe what he did. Why? You remember why he say he gonna feed them?
Lest they faint in the way.
What happened?
Lest they faint in the way.
Because it done took us a long, this is a long way. And you gonna take me all this way and you don't give me nothing? I don't have anything tangible. Nothing I can hold on to, Leon, to keep me when I'm going through. Nothing that I can actually obtain to give me some type of idea of what power is. Only thing you ever watched demonstrated power is the people over you. That doesn't help me. Only thing you ever seen a person possessing and having is somebody else and not you. So it's going to mess up my concept. He fed them people. He weren't stupid. You thinking, he looking at, there's no way these people going to keep following me. They ain't getting nothing. He knew eventually these people are dwindling off back here. That's just common sense. You heaping out a whole bunch of words, things are going to happen. A new world is coming. You're going to hell. I'm supposed to say, my stomach growling. Seriously? I don't have nothing I can hold to? He wouldn't do that to them. He said, feed them lest they faint away. People don't like that. See, I can't accept that doctrine. I just can't accept that doctrine. It don't make sense. Why would we just not feed them? Don't forget, each don't live by bread alone. Why he didn't quote that to them? Shouldn't he have quoted that to them? Shouldn't he quote that each don't live by bread alone? By every the bar that recede out the mouth of Elohim? He quit. Those people gonna stop following me. These people gotta have something. You know what it is? Bread when I'm hungry, stomach growling. Who I'm trying to fool? Who I'm trying to convince? Leon or me? I'm trying to convince myself. When you start making conversation, you start making comments about it, you got to have real life events. When I'm talking about real life events. I appreciate this. I use it because this is a start for me. But I can tell you what he done for me. Got me? You ain't gonna stay me too. I just keep telling what he did for somebody else. Somebody gotta have some real life experience. I'm just being, I got to have something I can hold to. Because there's some things going to come that I'm not expecting or not looking for, or I might assume I am, and then when it hit, it might overwhelm me. So I'm going to need something. I just been honest. I'm going to need something. Y'all all right? That's just being honest. And you go to some place and you come and you be like, man, I want that thing. I want to get that thing. And folks say, why don't you leave me a deposit or something? That makes sure you're serious about it. Y'all ever seen that before? I go and stick none away. You know what? Give me something to hold it. That's all I ask him for. What you want me to stay away from? What you want? You say you want me for your own, right? You're gonna take me. Let me hold something. Let me hold something. Just to know you're serious. That's wrong. Come on, that's business. Let me hold something. He said, I wouldn't leave you comfortable. I'll send you another comfort. Let me hold something. Just to be sure you coming back. Don't worry. I don't know. I mean, it's just being honest. This false hope of stuff. I guess that's why people just don't see or perceive or try to obtain nothing. It's all about obtaining. For us, should be. I don't know what we're going to do. Don't worry about it. Let's finish up. Let's see. He said, but they also err through wine and through strong drink or out of the, what was it?
Or out of the way through strong drink.
Yeah.
They err in chazun, they stumble in judgment.
Yeah.
For all tables are full of vomit and filthiness, so that there is no place clean.
Yeah.
Whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine?
Yeah.
Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast.
See that? Why?
For precept must be upon precept.
That's what I'm looking at. That thing got to make sense. How else, Brandon?
Precept upon precept.
Yeah.
Line upon line, line upon line.
How are we going to do it?
Here a little and there a little.
It ain't got to be the whole thing. I just got to get something. Along the way, give me a little something. That's all I'm asking. Along the way, give me a little something. They got to line up. I got to keep it just like he said it. Give me a little something. Give me something. Let me know you're serious. Y'all all right? Come on,
Well, I don't know. Let me say that the 13th chapter. I don't know why. Let's see how they work out. See if that Allah Shamut. That'd be 12. Exodus. I said 12:26. Listen to the book.
And it shall come to pass, when your Beni shall say unto you, What mean ye by this service? That ye shall say, It is the sacrifice of Yahuwah's Pesach, who passed over the houses of the Beni of Yasharal in Mitzrayim, when he smote the Mitzrayim and delivered our houses. And the arm bowed the head and worshipped, and the Beni of Yasharal went away and did as Yahuwah had Amar, Mushah, and Aharon, so did they.
Yeah.
And it came to pass that at midnight Yahuwah smote all the firstborn in the Beth of Mizraim.
What happened?
From the firstborn of Pharaoh that sat on his throne,
So wow.
the firstborn of the captive that was in the dungeon,
Yeah.
and all the firstborn of cattle. And Pharaoh rose up in the Layla, he and all his Abadim, and all the Mizraim, and there was a great Ika in Mizraim, but there was not a Beth.
I think he could be well. Listen.
But there was not a Beth where there was not one dead.
Mm-hmm.
And he called for Mushah and Aharon by Layla, and said, Rise up, and get you forth from among my arm, both ye and the Beni of Yasharal, and go serve Yahuwah as ye have said.
What happened?
Also take your
Did I
flocks.
hear that? Hold on for a minute. Let me get this straight. These people been for 430 years. Some people died. All the other stuff that didn't happen. And now some people died. And now they ready to let you go. Take what you got and you go. You leave. Get off my property. What happened?
Also take your flocks and your herds as ye have said, and be gone.
Yeah.
And Barak me also.
Mm-hmm.
And the Mizraim were urgent upon the arm, that they might send them out of the Beth in haste.
In a hurry? Like how fast? Talk to me.
For they said, We be all dead on Ashim.
Mm-hmm.
And the people took their dough before it was leavened, their kneading troughs being bound up in their clothes upon their shoulders. And the Beni of Yasharal did according to the debar of Mushah, and they borrowed of the Mizraim jewels of silver and jewels of gold and raiment.
That wouldn't be important to you, huh? Because you're going to need to look like something when you leave here. You don't need to get some for all the time you say and you suffer. These people had a covenant. When Shaw said they're going to want to know what is his name. They're going to want to know his name. You're going to tell them about Abraham, Yaakov. But then we look at these people got substance. So people say these things are invaluable or not valuable to them as long as they're free, as long as they're free to go to do. But these things became important to them later because later they were going to pass through some places. And in order to do, they were going to be able to pay people. People not just letting them through. They got Yahuwah and everything, correct? By day, dark cloud. By night, pillar of fire. But you're going to pay me to come through him. So when these people try to tell you these things not important, I don't get it. Why it's not important? Why do they have to have these things? Because just leaving out ain't enough. Sometimes people like they say, I'm just good as long as I got this shirt on my back. But the book said they also left out there with apparel too. Because I'm going to need to change later. Y'all all right? I mean, when this is salvation, salvation put them in a better status. This is how they will see salvation for them. When Yahuwah come to deliver me, it ain't just take me out, but it's to put me in a better situation. Even when you look at Yahushua, who had been in prison, after they got him out of prison, y'all know what he did? And even Pharaoh came and put a ring upon his finger. It's salvation for me. I see it as empowering me. Look at your position change.
Your look even changed. A lot of stuff about us just changed. This stuff that people have given us, I have an idea when things work like this. I don't have an idea when it work. You say you flat broke and just nasty and just dirty. You know what I mean? I don't get it. I mean, I just kind of, it's just kind of hard to rationalize this way y'all got it. This broke. If you talk broke long enough, something happen. That ain't gonna happen talking broke. You have to make something happen. That's just being honest. Just like Mr. Yahuwah did. Salvation just don't come. You gotta make it happen. Nobody's just gonna let you go on their own. People gotta see something about you. You saw when these people saw the reason of letting them go. We tried all the other reasons. Let's just see the water. Let's mess up the water. See if that works. See if some gnats started, people sitting around barbecue. Y'all remember how many eating them pork real bad and had in that barbecue? Them fly stuff, that didn't move them. Frogs didn't move them. Locusts didn't move them. Nothing moved these people. Listen, hell dropping down and burn like fire. None of that didn't move these people. When they babies started dying. When they found every house there was a dead man in it. All of a sudden now, you can leave your flocks, take your wife and your kid. At one time, the 9th chapter, 10th chapter, we talked with him. He told her that we could go, but we had to leave the herds. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't ever a completion, like how we accepted stuff from white people over time. Everything was set right. They would give us certain right, but not all the rights. Only time things happen, you have to really affect people. That's just being honest. They would never give you all of what the Bill of Rights would be. They would give you little parts. And that's how Pharaoh worked with us. And we'd be so happy and so grateful that the white man gave us a smidgen of what we should have a multitude of. Instead of looking at this is what they've been asking for the whole time. Just let us go. That's all we ask them. But they won't reason with you until you get yourself into a position where it affects them. And then in order for other people to, I need to put it out. Yeah. I'm sorry, rub it again. Is that better? Thank you. That better? That's all I do. Is that better? Tell my time. You're a jealous pastor. I knew it was going to happen. Them jealous pastors. Jealous, but I knew it was going to happen. Because he just been watching the whole, man, why ain't got a chain? Why my members ain't bought me no chain? I'm like, he's all that. Ain't it sad? That's all right. But it's just to look at, to give them an idea of what salvation and how things work for us. Even it took us, it was about changing things about us or changing our apparel, putting a ring upon our finger, putting a crown upon your head. All these things is what we look at, and we saw the similitude of what happened there. But a lot of times it's just a matter of trying to get us to grow. Let's look at something right quick. I'll read chapter. Well, matter of fact, we'll come back and get that. Let's look at something right quick. I don't know, just kind of jumping and going. Barashith. Barashith. 3:15. $19 and $20. Look down a little bit. Barashith, chapter 3, at verse 15. Listen to the book.
And I will put enmity between thee and the Ashah,
Yeah.
and between thy seed and her seed.
That's 3 and 15. What's 3 and 12? Listen.
And the Ish said, the Ashah whom thou gavest to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I did eat.
Listen.
And Yahuwah Elohim said unto the Ashah, what is this that thou hast done? And the Ashah said, the Nakash beguiled me, and I did eat.
What happened?
And Yahuwah Elohim said unto the Nakash, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle, and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and dust shalt thou eat all the yamim of thy life.
What happened?
And I will put enmity between thee and the Ashah, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel.
Oh, that's beautiful. Y'all see what happened to the serpent?
Hello? Do y'all see what happened to the serpent? Curse. Enmity. Let's see. I don't like how I wrote that. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what happened in the 19th chapter of the book of Yuchanan, 19 and 28. I don't. Pick me up at. You hold at 3 and 15 where you left off at. 3 and 15 you left off at. This is 19 Yuchanan, John 19:28. Listen to the book.
After this, Yahusha, knowing that all things were now accomplished, that the scripture might be fulfilled, saith, I thirst.
What happened?
Now there was set a vessel full of vinegar, and they filled a sponge with vinegar, and put it upon hyssop, and put it to his mouth. When Yahusha therefore had received the vinegar, he said, It is finished.
What happened?
And he bowed his head and gave up the ruach.
What happened?
The Yahudim, therefore, because it was the preparation
What did they do?
that the bodies should not remain upon the toot on the Shabbat Yom,
What happened?
for that Shabbat Yom was and Shabbatun,
What did they do?
besought Pilate
What did they do? What happened?
that their legs might be broken and that they might be taken away.
And what happened?
Then came the soldiers and brake the legs of the first
And did what else?
and of the other which was crucified with him.
But when they did what?
Came to Yahusha,
What did they do?
saw that he was dead already.
What did they do?
They brake not his legs.
Well, one of the soldiers
With a spear
did what?
pierced his side.
And what happened?
Forthwith came there out Dam and Maim.
That's good. What happened? Exactly right. That would put him on his belly. He had to throw the rod down. That's what they had to do. Just like he did with the serpent, he had to throw him to the ground. The rod was up, he had to throw it down. At 3 and 15, Barashit. Listen to the book.
And I will put enmity between thee and the Ashah,
What
and
happened?
between thy seed and her seed.
What happened?
It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel.
Listen.
Unto the Ashah he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception.
What happened?
In sorrow thou shalt bring forth Beni, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee.
Listen what happened.
And unto Adam he said, Because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy Ashah,
Tell me what happened.
and hast eaten of the tree of which I commanded thee, saying, Thou shalt not eat of it.
See that? Listen what happened.
Cursed is the ground for thy sake.
See that? Cursed is the ground for thy sake.
In sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the yamim of thy life.
What happened?
Thorns also and thistles shall it bring forth to thee.
Listen.
And thou shalt eat the herb of the field.
What happened?
In the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread.
You say in the what now?
In the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread.
How is he going to eat it again, Brandon?
In the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread,
Why?
till thou return unto the ground.
Until I throw you down to the ground. For what happened?
For out of it wast thou taken.
I'm going to put him right back down now. They think he was going to swallow it up. He had to swallow the very thing that killed us, the very thing that took control of us, that ruled over us, that damaged us. He had to come along and had to take it away. Y'all all right? The very same thing we fear. Wasn't no answer for it. There was no answer for what the serpent did in the garden. But how we died by the law, how the law came along and imputed its trespass upon us. Wasn't no way to get rid of it. That's why he had to come. At 10 and 1, Abarim. Listen to the book.
For the law having a shadow of ta'ub things to come,
and not
the very image of the things, can never, with those sacrifices which they offer year by year continually, make the comers thereunto perfect.
for then.
Would they not have ceased to be offered,
What happened?
because that the worshippers, once purged, should have had no more conscience of sins?
But what happened, son?
In those sacrifices there is a remembrance again made of sins every year.
Listen.
For it is not possible that the dam of bulls and of goats should take away sins.
What happened?
Wherefore, when he cometh into the arats, he saith, Sacrifice and offering thou wouldest not, but a body hast thou prepared me.
What happened?
In burnt offerings and
Oh, what
sacrifices,
you got? At the fifth, see that the 6th chapter book of Micaiah? Micaiah 6 and 5. Micaiah. They're going to call it Micah. Six and 5. Listen to the book.
O my people, remember now what Balak, Malak of Moab, consulted, and what Balaam, the Ben of Beor, answered him from Shittim unto Gilgal,
Listen.
that ye may know the Siddiqah of Yahuwah.
See that? He wants you to know the righteousness of Yahuwah. What happened?
Wherewith shall I come before Yahuwah, and bow myself before the high Elohim?
See that? He want to know wherewith shall I come before the Yahuwah and throw myself down before him. What happened?
Shall I come before him with burnt offerings,
Y'all hear what he said? He said, shall he come before him with burnt offering?
with calves of a year old?
But with a calf of a year old?
Will Yahuwah be pleased with thousands of rams,
Yeah.
or with 10,000s of rivers of oil?
Or what happened?
Shall I give my firstborn for my transgression, the fruit of my body for the sin of my soul?
But what happened?
He hath shewed thee, O Ish, what is Ta'u,
Y'all see that? He'll shoot thee what is ta'u. What happened?
and what doth Yahuwah require of thee,
And what is that?
but to do justly,
Uh-huh.
and to love mercy,
Yeah.
and to walk humbly with the Elohim.
What happened?
Yahuwah's voice crieth unto the city.
Y'all hear that? What do you say happened now?
Yahuwah's voice crieth unto the city.
You said what happened?
Yahuwah's voice crieth unto the city.
Tell me what happened.
And the Ish of wisdom shall see thy name.
You let it happen.
Hear ye the rod, and who hath appointed it?
That's beautiful. At 10 and 5, Abarim. This is Abarim, Hebrews 10 and 5. Listen to the book.
wherefore, when he cometh into the arats,
What did he say?
sacrifice and offering thou wouldest not, but
So when
a
he
body.
asked about what we're going to come and offer, he didn't want none of that stuff. They just asked him, Mick, y'all want to know what did he require? He just told you sacrifice and offering. What happened now?
Thou wouldest not,
He didn't want it. What happened?
but a body hast thou prepared me.
So we heard the rod. Were we supposed to hear the man? 13 and 41, Acts of the Apostle. You can give me 13:40. This is Acts of the Apostle 13 and 40. Listen to the book.
Beware therefore, lest that come upon you which is spoken of in the Nabiim.
Yeah.
Behold, ye despisers, and wonder and perish.
Hold on for a minute. Behold, you despisers wonder and perish. What is he doing?
For I work a work in your Yamim,
So I'm working a work in your Yamin.
a work which ye shall in no wise believe,
What about the rod?
though in each declare it unto you.
I already know what he turned the rod to. He turned to a man. Listen to the 10th chapter of the book of Abarim. 10 and 5. Abarim, Hebrews 10 and 5. Listen to the book.
Wherefore, when he cometh into the world, he saith, Sacrifice and offering thou wouldest not, but a body hast thou prepared me.
See that? He prepared him a body. What happened?
In burnt offerings and sacrifices for sin thou hast had no pleasure.
So that's why Mickey, I want to know where we're going to come with. Because he ain't had no pleasure with it. What happened?
Then said I, Lo, I come,
In the what?
volume of the Sephar,
That's what I'm looking at. It And it's in the volume of the book. What is it written, son?
Of me to do thy will, O Elohim.
What you do?
Above, when he said, sacrifice and offering and burnt offerings and offering for sin thou wouldest not,
What happened?
neither hadst pleasure therein,
Yeah.
which are offered by the law.
So what did you do?
Then said he, Lo, I come to do thy will, O Elohim.
Tell me what he did.
He taketh away the first,
I said he swallowed it first. For what reason?
that he may establish the second.
You can pick that right back up now. By
The which will
you are what?
Kudash through the offering of the body of Yahushua HaMashiach
How?
once for all.
That's why we knew the law couldn't save us. It had to come. It's just beautiful the way Mr. Yahuwah does things. That he can set all these different things up and come back and allow us to run out exactly how things work. I mean, for me, I appreciate it. I appreciate the way. I don't know about the rest of y'all. I appreciate the way. I don't want to die a sinner. I hope that the mindset of everybody, not just in the room, everybody hear the sound of my voice. I hope that's your mindset. You don't want to die no sinner. Y'all understand a lot of things that have to happen. The fact that man can establish something and sound and tell you to hear the rod. You ever heard a rod talk before? I know you didn't. That's why I had to prepare a body for it. He done told you at that point what you're going to do. He told you a man going to declare it to you. Still the rod. When you ever heard a rod talk? He said he already told you what happened. He said, I'm going to prepare a body for it. I know what I told you, but I know you won't do it. But a man going to have to declare it unto you. Huh? And that man going to be able to transform that rod down and be able to swallow the very thing that I said and kept us captive all these years. You know, the yoke that we couldn't break for so long is that mindset of sin. A lot of things that have been demonized or set up for us as sin, been given us by people. We hadn't actually looked at no law. A lot of stuff people have just given it to us and people have declared things to be sin for. But we come back to look at what he declared to be sin. That's to go against Elohim word. That's just direct sin. That's a violation. All right? I tell you, it's just amazing. And that's what we want to do is get that clarity. We want to get ourselves in the mindset to understand why we're here. Get ourselves in the mindset of not thinking, having things that matter for us. That thing we're looking to possess. Y'all got it? That things we're looking to possess. Right? Mm-hmm. I mean, let's see, at the 19th chapter of the book of Matthew. What y'all think about the apostles? Saved? Sinners. Sinners? Saved. Minded to be saved? What's that? 1923? Matthew. They call it Matthew. Listen to the book.
Then said Yahushua unto his Mathetes, Aman, I say unto you, that a rich Ish shall hardly enter into the Malkuth of Shamayim.
What happened?
And again I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich Ish to enter into the Malkuth of Elohim.
Yeah.
When his Mathetes heard it, they were exceedingly amazed, saying, Who then can be saved?
That's all they want to know, who can be saved. Listen.
But Yahushua beheld them and said unto them, With unashamed this is impossible.
What?
But with Elohim all things are possible.
So what did he tell them?
Then answered Kaf and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee.
That's what they looking at. They just want to know. That man done left his wife. You don't hear a whole lot of writing about him and his wife. You heard about him fishing, him going, him being with him. Then you heard his mother-in-law got sick. They never talk about his mother-in-law got sick. You ain't know nobody was married. They tell you about their kids playing. All that man looking at, I done turned around and walked off from a lot of stuff. He want to know what he going to get. Huh? Because I'm saved. Because I'm saved. I mean, what I'm going to get? What they pay? Everybody want to know what they pay. You don't want to think like that, do you? You just don't want to think like that. You just want to think stupid. But the man sit here and tell you when he want to know something. He telling them, we done left everything. We done gave up everything. What did he tell them, Brandon?
And Yahushua said unto them,
Tell me what happened.
Aman, I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Ben of Ish shall sit in the throne of his kabod.
See that? What happened?
Ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Yasharal.
What happened?
And every one that hath forsaken houses, or Akim, or Akuth, or Abba, or Aim, or Ashah, or Beni, or lands for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life.
So I'm sitting around listening. He talking about what they getting. If ain't but 12, it's more of us. It's more than us than 12. What we getting? Man said 100-fold. You see what the man got off here? He got to be that much greater than what you giving up. You know, EU lost and forsook things, and he got double in the regeneration. That's the kind of mindset we got to look. People got to look. Don't attach things to your salvation. That's how we understand it. I'm looking to gain. I ain't looking to lose. At the 12th chapter of the book of Yehukanan, 12, and see that about verse 20, I don't know, 21, 12, 21. Yeah, Ukanan, John. I ain't never told y'all that having things was salvation. I try to get y'all on the concept of understanding what people were looking to do. They were looking to gain. It's a gain for me. Salvation ain't no loss. It's a gain for me. Y'all got it? That's how this works. This is 12:21 of the book of Yehukanan. Listen to the book.
The same came therefore to Philip, which was of Bethsaida of Galilee, and desired him, saying, Sir, we would see Yahusha.
Yeah.
Philip cometh and telleth Andrew, and again Andrew and Philip tell Yahusha.
Mm-hmm.
And Yahusha answered them, saying, The hour is come
The time has come.
that the Ben of Ish should be glorified.
See that? He said the time will come that the being going to be glorified. So what happened?
Aman, Aman, I say unto you,
Of a truth, I tell you. What is he telling them?
except a corn of wheat fall into the Adumah and moot, it abideth alone.
But,
If it moot, it bringeth forth much pari.
see that? Everything is a gain. Everything is a gain. So to tell them about in a regeneration, this is after they die. What's your concept of dying? What do you look to possess when you die? Who? I mean, when you die and you die, they put you around. What are you looking to get? Nothing. Nothing. The man just told you that. Except they fall into the ground and die. You got to fall into the ground and die. So I got to understand my craft. That's why I try to get y'all. We try to get farm and do stuff, become husband again, so you understand the concept. How many of y'all watched the video on thrashing and that? You see how that made sense for you now? It all makes sense. Why the Ruach comes in and how it separates, doesn't it? But when you don't have a real concept. You see how important it was to get us out of the field and get us in computers. Get us in office jobs and clerical and other stuff. You don't have no understanding of it. You don't understand wintering, how any of this stuff, how important it is to have the wind. Ain't that right? Because you understand how important it is to have the ruach. Not having the wintering is not enough to get the wheat where it needs to be. You got to have the wintering. You see that? So in order for you to be where you got to be, you got to have the what? The ruach. You got to have the ruach. See, we would never understand that if we don't understand our craft. Now you come along, white people moved you away from your craft. That we cried and wanted to get out the field, but we understood things. But we knew time and season we was in the field. We did. We didn't know almanac. That stuff white people invented. They invented that off of us. We knew. They knew. They already knew when the Kadash Yard was coming. They already knew when we were getting ready to fall. They had to wait. They knew it. They didn't need these people to come along with no calendar and printing that and putting no satellite up in no air. We knew this because we were out there. Isn't that right? These were signs. He told them when he put them up there, what they put them in for? Signs. And for what else? For seasons and for days and for night. So we knew it. You constantly living by it. So this is what he told you, that he should not live by what was it? But by every what? So when he set up in by the sheet, how did he set up? By the debar. So if I live by that, I'm already going to know time and season. That's why he said you don't have no need that I shall write unto you. You already know perfectly well. I got to tell y'all to get ready to get a coat. You know that because it'll start getting chilly already. You don't know it because of your craft like you should know. Isn't that right? But a lot of stuff you should already know about your craft. If you just got through ingathering, you already know what's coming. Right. The winter coming. Yeah. We lost a lot. These people messed us up. They hurt us. They hurt us. And y'all think a lot of things is you becoming smarter. You smart, but you're dumber when it comes down to concepts.
All a lot of stuff, we just dumb in the concepts. And then we had to start looking at things, look at these people. These people, look, he's telling me that this man telling me, except the corner, we fall into the ground and die. I see him saying, is that man asking me to just let everything go? That's what he's telling me. We can't go on the ground with nothing else. It got to go in there and fall in by itself. And he said, if it do, it's going to bring forth more. And I know that because of my craft. I don't go back and pick up 1 grain of wheat. I pick up a stalk that's got many wheats on it. But it only happened because it was willing to separate and it was willing to give up something. His life. And then he had to demonstrate that. In order for me to see it, I had to watch him do it. I had to watch him being put up and tied to a tree. I had to watch him man come down and fall and get up, and then look what he gained. The book even told us that. Let's see what happened. Pick me up at 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 20. I'm trying to get y'all finished. For some people, Leon, not for everybody. I heard a preacher say at one time, some people know too much. You can know too much. Y'all don't realize, man, we get back to doing our craft. There's a lot of stuff we'll understand better. We ain't got no survival skill. All we got, listen, you know how bad we done got piss poor we done got? When you start shopping off the internet, that white folk stuff. Ain't no guy can pick out no vegetable for me. That's just being honest. You can't bring me, I mean, just to be honest. That's how bad off we done got. I'm old school. Listen, my dad went, he get his own stuff. He picking up his apples. He picking his meat. He gonna look at his meat before he get it. He ain't looking on price. He gonna look at that thing and say, boy. He gonna get that meat and flip that meat, look at that meat real good before he get it and decide, through the restaurant look, and he find this the one he gonna take. You wasn't one finna go bring him no grocery. So, because he want to inspect. Just like when it come down to Mr. Hood, that's why he want to make sure you can inspect. When he asked Moose, he asked him, what did he see? He asked Yahoo, he want to know what did he see. He said, well, he's so stupid, he said, all I said is a bunch of good eating fruit. He said, that's certified, you stupid. You done. You can't even discern when something good about it. He said, you ain't able to. Because you need to be able to have the ability. That's why he want to know who is he going to teach. He said, who I'm going to teach? Everybody's drunk. Everybody's erring. They're stumbling in vision. He said, all they put the table full of vomit and filthiness. These people thinking, man, look at this delicious meal. Folks sitting around, table is spread, and the feast of you are going on. You can't eat that mess. It's that stuff vomit. And the people don't even recognize it. They'll sit around there, drunk down with a fork and a spoon, start eating. Think they eat oatmeal. Where they get the last little scoop, and you say, what? Throw up. You couldn't tell it, you couldn't smell it. They don't scrape the bowl, turn that thing sideways, winding it up in there. That's just being honest. But you know what? The only reason, and like you're right, ooh, because it's nasty, filthy. You know what? The same way it is to eat the doctrine from these people. That's the part he got a problem with. Just what you said is what people ought to have from eating from everybody. Yeah. Just like somebody sent a video out on Facebook where them jokers were eating, and that joker was sitting at that bar and got that joker drinking out that thing and I don't be eating that nothing. That's right. But you know what, though? I know they get mad for the folks in the back worse than the people at the bar. Listen, I learned a long time ago, going somewhere because it's all white, it don't make it clean. Right. It don't make it clean. Please don't think them folks clean because it's all white. That's going to be the most nasty stuff you're going to find. Them folks, they notorious for walking around eating and stick their hand over something and get it, eating and get some. I said, that's them cracker, boy. You gonna get some, you gotta get in there right when they first break it, I dive and push white folks out the way. Cause they hopping too long around now. You done. They'll get a fall, get it tasting, and put that thing back on it. They'll put that thing where the clean spoon go. You can't fool with it, it's just bad. That's just being honest. It just, listen, everybody don't have that mentality. I'm trying to tell you how we were. Who should the intention let us saw him and think to sit down and eat? You gonna wash your hands. What you doing? We don't do no stuff like that. And they confronted him. Because we let the leader. Yeah. Why them guys not washing their hands? They just sitting down and eat. All of us, except we wash. We don't be sitting around eating. And we come from the market, we wash. Some people tell you, yeah, back in the Bible days, people weren't big on hygiene. I don't know where they got that from. That's a lot. Our whole doctrine was predicated on bathing. Yeah. What they call immersion. When we did immersion, This was always, listen, before the Kohan put on his robe, he had to say here and wash himself. Now he run around much till he get through there, he can go. You was like, I don't smell that thing, nigga. So he ain't got no draw this time. I'm finna get ready to do some already. Man, wash yourself. They ain't man put on some drawers, just walking up there, gonna go all hot leg trying to step up like this. He said, man, put up some drawers, man. I'm gonna see you behind when you start to go up. He was, man, to put on Lenny Bree told him. That joke started to go, he started to go up there, sit. Old sister be sitting around looking. Higher. Now they trying to get in the praise. You know, sis around now. Isn't that right? Everything we have predicated on washing. I don't know what people got that stuff. When he came down and see Moses, he made them folks wash their clothes and set still. Then the third on, I'm be running around here and get out, man, I just took a bath. I'm finna go and set your behind down. Oh, good and well you get stinking. They set their behind down, they washed it. So even Yahushua, you ain't see what they did with them, they washed it. Make sure he sat still. Well, you'll wear that bath off so fast, don't make no sense. That's what he told. He wanted to wash their clothes. He wanted the folks to set against the third unit. All they were doing was doing what he did. When they took it by, they washed him too. He had to lay so he can lay there for 3 units. Yeah, I mean, it don't mean no, they ain't gonna catch it no way. All right, listen to the book. Y'all will be all right. Y'all gonna miss me when I'm gone. Y'all gonna miss me when I'm gone. Y'all gonna see it. It gonna get tight for you. These white folks have y'all out in no time. It don't take long to break a broke man. Listen to the book. A man ain't got no faith. It ain't hard to break it. That's just true. When you ain't got nothing, it ain't hard to break it when you ain't got nothing. But when you got it and you grounded in it, we're gonna be here a while. Yeah, we're gonna be here a while. Y'all all right? I'm just saying, when you get yourself solid, you get grounded. We're gonna be here a while. You go hang your jacket up. I ain't moving from Mr. Yahuwah. That's not happening. Y'all want to make sure every one of y'all get yourself grounded so you can see all these things you find that happen. It's all worked out for you. Listen to the book.
For since by each came death.
See that? Since by who?
By each came death.
What happened?
By each came also the resurrection of the dead.
Y'all see what happened? That's the same thing. So he told you about it. He didn't tell you about the serpent. He told you that death came in by the man. So it made sure that he came along, he swallowed that up. That's what he told Adam. He was going back to the ground. That's what they did with the rod. You threw the rod to the ground. It became a snake. So the next one to go down so he can swallow it up. We had to see what happened. Death was swallowed up in. How did we get death? Through the man. So it made sense for him to go to the ground so he can swallow him up, right? How did we understand that concept? With Mushah. When he took the rod and threw the rod down. It became a serpent. And when Pharaoh did it, his became a serpent. And when it happened, this one swallowed up that one. Then he came along and told you that death was swallowed up in victory. So now by each came death. That's what he told you. The man was upright too. He was showing you he was going to throw the man down. 14 level. They ain't going to believe money. Who know what I want? Yes, Yahoo. Y'all get too much information. I need to take this on the road somewhere. There's some people pay me for that. Won't be much now. Ain't gonna tell no lie. If I get enough of them 50 cents, take my women get some more of that bologna, I still can't believe it. No, you know what I don't like? You know what? I'm like Yahushua. And none of you believe me. The man was in there, and I got it. I said, he walked in there, he didn't know I had somebody in the stall wait. Now, whether in the body or out of the body, I cannot tell. But he know what he was sitting there doing. And he walked right in there and told her. I said, ain't the poor lady? He said, I ate some bologna. I said, I looked around, nobody ain't bust through the door. I can't find one anytime kid bust through the door. I said, what you say? He said, I ate some bologna. I said, if I try to tell them, I said, they ain't gonna believe me. They gonna say a preacher making up stuff. I say, and he was just free willing with it too. My baloney has the first name. The man started singing baloney songs to me. I'm looking around, I'm like, and I couldn't find no man. I said, you know what? I said, you got away with it. No witnesses, they ain't gonna believe me. You go ahead, he walked out there, hit that stall. Then I said, right here. I said, all I need is a witness. I said, got him. He was there free with it. My baloney has a first name, Oser. I don't know what. You know, I never did know what that kid was spelling. He was spelling Oscar. I didn't know what that little kid was. That was in 1973. I didn't know how to spell. People wasn't spelling on TV. Who remember 1973? When were they spelling on TV? People weren't spelling. I didn't know what that kid was talking about. He was just, I said, yeah, my baloney has. That's all I was doing. That's all. I just finished that. Oscar Mayer has a way with M-O-N-A. I guarantee that white boy didn't criticize me. Y'all, see, what hurt y'all? Y'all try to be too perfect. You just got to stay on rhythm. It ain't about the lettering. It's about the baloney, right, Mike? That's what he said. Thank you, Mike. Come on, finish this up. Here's the 14th chapter of the Yeshayahu 14:11. Listen to the book.
Thy pomp is brought down to the Kubar,
What happened?
and the noise of thy vials, the Tula, is spread under thee, and Tula cover thee.
Well,
How art thou fallen from
the
Shamayim?
worm. We ain't said in a long time. He just breaking out. Brandon, you responsible for this? Because I had to think, man, I said, what? I said, what that was? You know, I was out here rubbing my I what it is, Ray? Well, I love that thing. He said, boy, I sure like to see that thing when you get up. That's how I'm about that Malku. You know what I'm saying? He said, listen, when I started the Malku, it was more happy in this place. And I was out sitting around that thing. I sure like to see that thing when he get it up and running. Y'all don't want to see that thing? I'm trying to tell you, but I want to be there. Isn't that right? I want to be there. I want to be there to me. Listen to the beat. I said listen to the beat. Listen to the book.
How art thou fallen?
See that? How thou what now?
Fallen.
How thou what?
Fallen.
Who?
From Shamayim,
Oh, who?
Halial,
See that? What happened?
then of the morning.
Tell me what happened.
How art thou cut down to the ground?
I don't know what these folks talking about. What you cut down to the ground? A tree? A stick? A stair? I'm trying to tell you, folks, I don't know why these folks be arguing, ain't never book. I already know where the man fell to. He just asked you about it. How did he fall to the ground? This is what he did.
Which didst weaken the nations.
That's what the serpent did in the garden. By death, by one man, death came to all of us. You know what happened when he did that, Brandon? He weakened the nation. That's all I did, was weaken the nation. So now he done sit around, he done watch, probably all done sit here and done watch the man fall. And he done bleed well to the ground. That's why I already know I can prove out what I'm teaching. I know when I said it in 1928, they know they were looking, they probably saying, oh yeah, that boss don't leave me out there like that. He don't leave me out there like that. I know where he fell when he hit. I know he fell to the ground and cut him down. So you saw it, didn't it? You said, what, he fall on their belly? I know where he had to fall to. I did it. What's your name, man? I thought I was finna turn white again. You remember when I thought I was gonna be white? I like my mom and dad, they was just lost. I knew I was finna turn white. They had got too, I knew they were too far gone. They had been black too long. I was just waiting on mine to come. You up here, Justin? What side? This side, y'all? Thank you. Hold on for a minute. The Jones kids up here? They put a parental. They put what the apostrophe on Jones's. What did his whole kids do? The Joneses' kid. You just for record, for those that don't know, whenever something end with an S, you don't have to add another one. You just put the apostrophe in front of the S. That's just not what about. No, that's for record. You know what happened? But y'all knew, they knew that, didn't it? Whenever it end with an S, you don't never add another S. You just put the apostrophe. For the record, I ain't as dumb as people think, but it's just good for people to think I'm dumb. Just for the record, it's just good people just think I'm dumb. Y'all all right? Now, that's as far as I go now. I ain't gonna, don't be looking at me to spell nothing now. I'm still wrestling with that baloney song. Ain't that right, Rudy? Everybody in family rich. Rudy, name one of your rich relatives. Who? You ain't pointing at me. I'm not no cousin of mine. You said a lot of people in your family was rich? A few of them. Okay. You said a lot of people. That's good, Rudy. We'll call them later for a loan. Do they care? Let me tell you what we could do. This just among us. I know live stream, but don't tell nobody. Just say the ones. How many of us got some people in our family with some money? Got a little money. All right, this is what we do. Brad, don't try. I know you got something. Don't try. This is what I'm going to do. This is what we going to do. I want to put all of me. What we'll do, we'll sit around, we'll kidnap each other and call for ransom money. I'm just, if y'all want to come up, that's all we'll call. Hello, this is not Pastor Tony Smith of the William Synagogue. I heard your relative, and I need, they be like, blank them. How many of y'all people will pay for y'all? Them the main one for you. Hold on, somebody pay for you? Two will pay for you? Ain't a whole lot. How much can you own just, right now we need some quick, like to come up bill. What would you think, what you feel like we get out the rip? Come up like a little something. I can flip that. We can get that. How much are you spending at the end? How much? 10 grand. Well, yeah. So we kidnap you 2 times, that's 20. What y'all thinking? How much do we get for you? Wow, he think he'll get that for anybody else? Rudy, how much they'll give up for you, Rudy? You cut them off a long time. We ain't talking about cut off. We talking about call back and tell them you love them, you miss them, and come get you. I hate to be holding a nigga we ain't gonna get no money. Don't pay y'all that time. And please, don't let me go. Just hold on to me. No, you out of here. So, all right, we just got to go with plan B. Don't hold none of y'all niggas. Find some more niggas. Isn't that right? Y'all about like the Getty kid. Nobody got nothing up for you. They call y'all Po-Getty. Y'all like that Po-Getty? Po-Getty like spaghetti. 999,000. 281 more. You good? Oh, damn. Thank you. Y'all all right? All right. Something wrong with these people. But you see the premise of him telling Halial how was it that he had fallen and how he did weaken the nation. You start breaking the premise and all and let him know what happened because he had said in his law that what he was going to do.
I will ascend into Shamayim.
What happened?
I will exalt my throne above the Kukabim of Allahim.
Yeah.
I will sit also upon the har of the congregation in the sides of the north.
And be like who?
I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
But what's going to happen?
Yet thou shalt be brought down to Sheol, to the sides of the pit.
See that? What happened?
They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee.
See that? They're going to barely look at you. You know what happened when he was sitting up on the tomb? They walked about wagging their head, reviling him. A lot of people didn't even realize what was going to have to happen. This whole book about him. Whole book about him. Anything you're going to go through, you're going to find it. Everyone in the display you heard of what he told them was going to happen in Barashit, it was talking about him. It was talking about him. Y'all all right? The man came along and did the same thing that the serpent told y'all to do. He let y'all sit down and told y'all to eat. Y'all ain't going to believe what happened in the 24th chapter. In the 24th chapter, even in the 24th chapter of the book of Ariel, when he sat down and ate. You didn't believe what happened. Their eyes came open. Where you found that happening at before? Well, people ate and their eyes came open. Even when he sat up on the tomb, when the man was sitting there screaming and hollering because he was in labor, he told Ka'ua what was going to happen. And sorrow she was going to bring forth. And that's exactly what he was doing. And he told Adam what was going to happen. Because he had hearkened to the voice of his wife. Y'all do know y'all managed to get that man to eat and to drink, didn't you? Y'all did know you did that, right? Y'all got the man to sit here and eat. And since he hearkened to you, you didn't believe what happened. Curse was going to be the ground for his sake. When he looked at y'all, he would try to tell you, he said, the best of them is as a Brian. The most upright of them is sharper than a thorn's edge. He told him what was going to happen. Until he go back to the ground. He was going to take that rod, he was going to throw it down. All that worked out for you. Who else could take and do something that was supposed to be against you and turn around and make it work for you? Do y'all understand what was supposed to happen to us? And yet this man sat here and took something and he turned it into a barak for us. How could you not love and appreciate somebody that would do that for you? What should have been your sentence? That should have been your sentence. But what did man give you? Isn't that right? Then he done told you what you thought would have been what they call a blessing for you, which would have been a blessing, really. The man turned around and that wound up being against you. What Adam did wound up being against you. He told you since about one each at 9:21. I mean 15:21. Let me try to get them finished up. I told him I'm gonna hold y'all long. I gotta get y'all out of here. Are you ready for some football? Get rid of them jokers. They're all them tired jokers, all that hollering. Making a dime. I told these jokers, y'all playing. Y'all know what I'm finna do though? Tell them what I do, Lee. No, I'm getting in football shape. I'm get in football shape. Oh, y'all niggas want to see me. Let me tell you something. I guarantee they're going to be hollering for me. Listen, I'm on the sideline just saying, she'll let anybody walk by. I'm going to lay them jokers out. I'm talking about I'm going to fold them up. They just, well, I'm on the bench. I'm just going to fold them. Cameron just going to run that football field. He's going to come and they be like, what's going on over here? I'm going to lay them out. Coach walk by anybody. Listen, I'm going to leave my feet. You know that's illegal. You're not supposed to leave your feet. Listen, I'm leaving my feet. I've been out so long, it be like I took flight. Yeah, lay them jokers out. And you know what I'm really going to be pissed? I'm going to walk by and Gatorade. All by that thing, just let equipment up. Yo! Take out, just hit the Gatorade. Gatorade everywhere. They're going to be like, that nigga, they're real, boy. They like put him in the game. They're going to have a poster. They're going to have billboards up. Put him in the game. Put him in the game. Listen, sideline going to be crunk. Football, I'm going to be swole off. All they be just fat, just swole. Just so I can tackle folks on the sideline. I don't want to hit nobody in the game. I don't just fight folks on the sideline. All sideline action. Isn't that right? Thing be beautiful, boy. Y'all be looking for me. Y'all remember my number. Little kids at home want to be like me and stuff. Shoe, I'm going to have my shoe going to be selling. I don't know who I'm going to sign with you. I might sign with LeVar Ball. I probably sign with LeVar Ball. And they'll give me that shoe with a little ball. His son, them ain't nothing. I ain't going to be nothing either. Give him do the same thing. Hold on, you want to buy a shirt? $15,000. They ain't going nowhere. They ain't going to be at home and work with them shoes. 15 grand. Listen. Let me buy people for my shoe. Listen, they ain't for everybody, Leon. If they ain't got $15,000, they not for you. They for ballers. That's all I'm telling. My shoes ain't for everybody. They're right, big baller. Mine gonna have that little sideline on the side of it. Sideline. That mine gonna be called the sidelines. Get you a pair. eBay they gonna be 20. You give me $15,000 cash, I'll give you one shoe. Nigga be living. Nigga they got a pay. Nigga be at the bus stop just at one. Nigga ain't got but one shoe. You always see that barefoot. It's short of. So people ride by that, they don't see that barefoot. Oh, that thing will be tight. Oh, somebody gonna want them now. Tell your kid about them. How many of y'all little kids want to pay on them sideline? Look at that. I know they coming. All right. Tell your mama stack up a whole year check. I'm gonna get you a pair. Listen to the book. 15, what, we 21?
21.
Listen, 15, 21, 1 Corinthians, we get ready. Come on.
For since by each came death,
See what happened? So by each came death, not the serpent now. What happened?
by each came also the resurrection of the dead.
Listen what happened.
For as in Adam all died,
See that? In Adam, all died. Why are we not talking about the serpent? Why are we not talking about the serpent? But we're talking about where it's covenant at. Listen.
even so in Mashiach shall all be made alive.
See that? Even so in the Mashiach shall all be made alive. Listen.
But every each in his own order, Mashiach the first fruits, afterward they that are Mashiach's at his coming.
See what happened to a corn of wheat when it fall into the ground and die? That's the only way you understand it. This is called Ukal Shabur. Right? Kak Shabur. Isn't that right? So he just, which is the first fruit. Then he said afterward. But we only found one man that fell in the ground. But yet we see the concept of what it brought forth. So now we can see a benefit in dying. Listen, I'm just like anybody else. I don't want to die. There's a lot of stuff I definitely don't want to die. I ain't crazy. I don't want to die. But now I got to look at the benefit. And the only way for people, because you try to look and see, you know, people now accepted of it. I'm good. I know I'm finna die. And if I go to hell, I just go. That is not my testimony. I'm be, you know, they're going to, you know, boy, I get out there to the grave, they're going to say, Well, you were crying like a baby. Darn right. Isn't that right? You finna die. So I can understand it better when I understand our craft. Right? Look at what he brought forth. He let you know a singular coin, a singular seed fell into the ground, but look what came with it. He said he was the first. He was the first afterward.
They that are Mashiachs at his coming.
See what happened? And we learned that from when? 27:52. Matayahu. Finish up. Come on, so I can finish this up. This is Matthew 27:52. Listen to the book.
And the kubar were open, and
Hold on,
many
back me up.
bodies.
Hold on. 51. Listen.
And behold, the veil of the temple was rent in twain from the top to the bottom,
Yeah.
and the arats did quake, and the rocks rent, and the kubar were open, and many bodies of the kudash which slept arose.
What happened again now? Meaning what?
Bodies of the kudash which slept arose,
When was this happening? And what did they do?
and came out of the kubar after his resurrection, and went into the kudash city, and appeared unto many.
See that? What happened?
Now when the centurion and they that were with him watching Yahusha saw the arats quake, and those things that were done, they feared greatly, saying, Aman, this was the Ben of Elohim. And many Nashim were there beholding afar off, which followed Yahusha from Galilee, ministering unto him. Among which
That's
was
verse 50. What happened?
Yahusha, when he had cried again with a loud voice, yielded up the Ruach. And behold, the veil of the temple was rent in twain
Yeah.
from the top to the bottom. And the arats did quake, and the rocks rent, and the kubar were open, and many bodies of the kudash which slept arose, and came out of the kubar after his resurrection.
See that? Mashiach, the first fruit. Afterward, those that were healed. They couldn't get up before he did. That wouldn't make sense. He had to be what they would call Pentecost. First fruit. Then afterward, those that are healed. Y'all got it? All right, let's see what happens. Let's finish up this. What we have? 15, what else?
Verse 24.
Verse 24. 15:24, so we finish up. 1 Corinthians. Listen.
Then cometh the end, when he shall have delivered up the Malkuth to Elohim, even the Abba, when he shall have put down all rule and all authority and power. For he must reign till he hath put all enemies under his feet.
See that? He must reign till he done what?
Hath put all enemies under his feet.
Y'all paying attention? What happened? How long he got to reign? So he put all enemies under his feet.
The last enemy that shall be destroyed is death.
That's good. At verse 47. Pay attention. Listen.
The first Ish is of the Arats, earthy.
See that? The first serpent. What happened?
The second Ish is the Adon from Shamayim.
And then we don't know why. How did he fall? How did he fall? Listen.
As is the earthy,
So?
such are they also that are earthy.
See that? You told them people it was generation of vipers. Isn't that right? Generation of vipers. That's amazing. Listen.
And as is the Shamayim, such are they also that are of Shamayim.
What happened?
And as we have borne the image of the earthy,
What happened?
we shall also bear the image of Shamayim.
So a body he had prepared for us. Had to prepare us a body. Listen.
Now this I say, Achim,
That what?
that flesh and blood cannot inherit the Malkuth of Elohim,
What happened?
neither doth corruption inherit incorruption.
Listen.
Behold, I shew you a mystery.
Hidden truth.
We shall not all sleep,
Yeah.
but we shall all be changed.
Listen.
In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump. For the shofar shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible,
See that?
and we shall be changed.
What happened?
For this corruptible must put on incorruption.
You know, I guess kind of in looking at that, at the last trump, would be like that last cry, Torah, like the cry, kind of like in Mizraim, in that last cry.
They didn't all die. There wasn't a house, wasn't nobody dead. All of them weren't dead. On top of it, he said we were going to change. Because those people did get a change of clothes, too. They did get a change of clothes. He told them we should all be changed, though. It wouldn't make no sense to take those other clothes they weren't going to wear them. Oh, yeah, exactly. Those people were crying out. He told you at midnight, you ain't going to believe what happened. And you ain't going to believe what happened. They were all changed. What you think they look like when they don't put on gold and silver and they don't change their clothes? All of them were changed. Don't worry about it. I don't know. What's your concept? You tell me, what is it that you're saying? What are you thinking? A lot of this is not hard for us to grasp when you can sit here and read it. Cry. He told them to cry, spare, lift up thy voice. I already know what they were crying like when they was in Mizraim. Their voice sounds just like a shofar. They made like a teruah. It was a cry. He told you what they did at midnight. That was a cry. You know how after that, everything changed. We went from you can't go, he can't go, you go, he stayed, to all of y'all go. And listen, not only that, he told you in a moment of a twinkling of an eye, if you paid attention, they were pressing them to get out. They didn't give them a chance. You got to do it. You got to change now. You got to go. They weren't like, take your time. Now, hold on. Let me give me a sec. I got to put it up. Oh, quit pushing me. I got to be changed. And that's I got to be changed. You got to go. Hey, I know they ain't going to understand. Sorry, we run over there, but I know y'all don't pay attention to that. Understand. Because you trying to take on a concept of something. I don't know. So what was your thinking? He said, we're going to all be changed. What you think them people did when they took those clothes? I'm not a slave anymore. I'm not wearing this. I wore this when I was slaving for them. You quit you leave, go somewhere better from crystals. You going to keep wearing that? What you going to put on? You got a better job. You going to put on the clothes that go with a better job. You going to put on something that don't look like crystal, don't smell like crystal. That's why I want you to wash. That is not hard. That's why I said the kind of the mindset they gave us for salvation, it don't even make sense because they can't explain it. You don't think something's about when those people started crying at midnight. Do you understand when those people seeing their kids dying? No more procrastinating. No more playing. You got to roll. You out of here that fast. Just give it to them and get them out of here. When he started talking to them, he said, let me show you a hidden truth. You didn't know why they prayed. And Yahuwah tried to tell us that. He said, when you sit down and you eat, you're going to need your shoes on your feet and your staff in your hand. And he tried to show you why you're going to eat. We never understood why he ate unleavened bread. He said, son, you ain't even going to have a chance. You're going to be changed so quick, you won't even have a chance. Them folk going to be pushing you so fast. Listen, you ain't heating up that stove, killing time. You out of here. So we can understand immediate change. It's going to be a little faster, but I need something. He's talking comparing spiritual, ruach with ruach. What are y'all comparing? Listen, I'm not fainting because I understand. You faint because you don't understand. When challenges happen, you have nothing to compare it to. Come on, fade that up. Listen.
In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the shofar shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed.
Y'all don't think them folk weren't crying out when they were sitting there and they couldn't drink that? They ain't had nothing to drink. Y'all didn't think them folk were crying out when them gnats and when them frogs, all that stuff was going on. Y'all don't think that happened? What, they got about 8 plagues? Y'all don't think them people doing no crying, all this stuff happened? But at their last cry, you were changed. That last cry, that was it. Everything changed for you. We've been waiting. Listen, all this, we should be sitting with anticipation. Huh? That's why what you have and what you holding to, you got to almost set to the same similitude of what they did when it was coming. They had to already have themselves dressed and ready. They already had themselves prepared for this. He rehearsed it. He went over it now before it happened. After he told, they told, see that you do
everything just like I showed you in the mount. When he came to Azekah, he went over it. So when we started seeing it happening, guess what happened? We didn't have no need to nobody write unto us. We knew perfectly well what was going to happen. We sat here and watched it. For yourself, know perfectly well that he going to so come. And what was it? When did you get the concept of a thief in the night? Miss Ryan. When he came in and stole the life of his baby. Man, you know what a thief do? Thieves break in your house. He just told you it wasn't a house, it wasn't a dead body. Came in their house and took their baby. Sucked the breath right out your baby. He told you, behold, I come quickly. He got a reward with him. To get it every man according to worship. You don't think it's something to the fact that all of them got dead babies and you wind up getting gold and change the suit of apparel. He told you we're coming quickly. When he came, he knew exactly who get what. Kill him. He go, your necklace. Kill him. You want some new clothes. Kill him. He go, your necklace. Come get your bracelet, get your ring. Kill him. I already knew, every house he went to, I already knew what he was bringing. Every house he already knew what he was doing. He just told you coming. And he had a reward with it. You got a dead baby. That's your reward. Leon said he got a new necklace. That's your reward. Y'all all right? Come on, finish this up. I can get out of here. I'm sorry I bore y'all. I'm sorry. Get y'all a clean Christian preacher. One that can breathe says, I'm not gay no more. I will love a woman's. What kind of foolishness is this? They're going to fool out these people. Burn the church up. Burn it down. Listen to the book.
For this corruptible must put on incorruption,
Listen
and this
that.
mortal must put on immortality.
See? Listen.
So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality,
What happened?
then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written,
Let me ask you a question. What is immortality, man? I'm curious. Do you know?
endless life.
Okay. So, something had to happen, or has to happen to give you that. Change? By the blood. See, that showed and signified us how powerful the blood was. You ain't gonna believe what life is in the blood. The fact that he already prepared it, we put upon our doorpost. And he caused death to pass over. Caused it to pass over. Skip you, get the next man. Skip you, get the next man. Y'all don't understand. They understood the concept of immortality. Corruption, slave clothes, put on incorruption, new clothes. Death took every house. They had life. They understood putting on immortality because they didn't die. And the only reason they didn't die, because life. So I can understand the importance of me having the blood. I'm just curious. What is y'all concept? They put on immortality. This is dangerous. This is really dangerous reading this stuff and you don't have no concept. Because otherwise I was a Christian, we just read it. And what it meant, like my pastor said, what did it say? That's what it meant. It don't make sense. You tell me I understood change in a moment. I understood putting on immortality. I understood that. Because death, what he came in and plagued Mizraim was what death. So they had immortality that it did not affect them. He said 10,000 fall at that right hand, but it should not do what? They understood it. All those plagues happened to them, it didn't come to them. Y'all do know they got kids in here dying, coming up with the mumps in their school. Yours ain't getting it, huh? Like this stuff, got to get covered. We ain't just waiting no beginning of no year before we do it. We got to stay covered. That's how important it is. Stuff that we didn't think was important, we thought just a little fad, a conversation. Oh, I'm covered under the blood. Do you understand what you're saying? They're talking about they took on a form of immortality. The fact that death went in every house, and not it is, that's immortality. And how did they do it? By the blood. So now he going to tell me, except I eat his body and drink his blood, you ain't going to believe what's going to happen. How did they get life back in Mizraim? They had to put it over their doorpost, the blood, to cover their house. Now I got to cover this house. What were you thinking? Don't worry about it. Come on, finish this up, Brandon.
Then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written.
Then it's going to be brought to pass. This is a saying that was written. Tell me what is it, Brandon?
Death is swallowed up in victory.
Look at him. The man, the stick, done turned to a man and came down and swallowed up the other man. Adam is how death came. We understood it first because of the serpent. Everybody said that the serpent begot him, didn't he? He learned man could be a snake. Found out man could be a snake. Y'all all right? And he told you how you got it. He put it back on the man. He showed you where the first covenant was not flawless. That's all he was showing you. I found defects in the man. The second man came and swallowed him up. Huh? The first one killed you. The first one brought you death. The second one brought you life. Huh? You ain't going to believe it. If you got the second one, you got the first one anyway. Because he said he'd come in the volume of the book. I don't know how people going to have him and don't have that one. I don't know how you're going to do it. So where were the other snake? It was swallowed up in the first one. He just told you where death is. He said, now death is swallowed up in the first. He said, this is a saying going to be brought to pass. When you remember this saying? Tell me when you remember this saying. When you read, when they walk around saying about swallowing up death. Find that for me. Find it for me. That's why you're going to have a teacher to know how you got to be skilled now to go back in your law to see this. When you find this right when they walk around talking about swallowing up death. Look, here. And what I just did. Swallowed death. You knew from Mizraim, you knew what happened. You knew that Mushah rod swallowed the other one. So listen what happened.
O death, where is thy sting?
See that what he's saying? That's what the serpent did to him in the garden. He stung him. Huh? He stung him. Listen what happened.
O grave, where is thy victory?
See that? Because you know what the grave do? He told you about jealousy. What he told you was? Because what a grave do? So now you understood just what it is. Grave ain't nothing but jealousy. Hold you down. That's all it do. Listen.
The sting of death is sin.
See? You don't realize it now. And what happened?
And the strength of sin is the law.
So you find out what hurt you in the garden. The law hurt you. It did. It hurt you. Through the law, how you got bit. Huh? That's how you wound up falling. So he had to come down here, had to fall in order to swallow it up, to give you the victory. Listen what happened.
But thanks be to Elohim,
Which did what?
which giveth us the victory
How do
through
we
our
do?
Adon,
See that? Through our done. Listen what happened.
Yahushua Mashiach.
What happened, Brandon?
Therefore, my beloved Akim,
You said quit and do what?
be ye steadfast,
What else happened?
unmovable.
You ain't gonna shake me. You got it from this like Abraham. He was steady. You wasn't moving Abraham. Nigga, you killing time. Nobody moving Abraham. You killing time. They find out, King, we want you to be steadfast. What is it?
Unmovable,
Always.
abounding in the work of the
So you
Adon.
ought to be getting strong. I'm be getting strong. Bound is becoming more productive, more abundant. For as much.
As ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Adon.
He ain't talking to everybody because some of y'all don't know what you're laboring for. See, we don't know what you're laboring for. He ain't talking. He talking to somebody know that. That's why he said, if you understand this, you don't let anybody move. Listen, these folks ain't going to move me. They killing time. All they doing, you know what these folks doing? Wow, you killing time. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't moving. I'm steadfast. I ain't staggering. I ain't shaking. I ain't got no doubt about the way. That's good. Wonderful heat. Wonderful heat. That's when you got to know what you believe.